Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Day siege battle for you today, and today we have a bit of a Dwarven civil war going on. We do have the Erebor here on this side, and we have over on the far side on one of these sides anyway, we have the Iron Hills as well. Yeah, the Iron Hills actually out here as well, being assaulted by these Gondorian knights here, and that is a really nice charge there by the Knights of the Silver Swan. And they have annihilated that Iron Hill warrior there. Really nicely done. So yes, the Iron Hill's over here. Got no calves, so Gondor taking advantage of that. Sallying out, doing some damage. Really nicely done, to be honest. And they are just about to land on the walls over here. We do have Ringlow Vale men-at-arms here. Defending alongside Erebor today is Gondor. And on the attack today with the Iron Hills is Isengard. So yes, both sides, both Dwarven armies have called upon some allies. Iron Hills went with an evil one, and Erebor went with its true ally, Gondor. We've got some miners up here. Don't often see the Dwarven miners being used, but they are being implemented here today. I do like they've got like little candles on their helmets. That's hilarious. But yes, if you want to see more Dawnless Days action and more Lord of the Rings action generally, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to send in your own Dawnless Days battles or just join some if you're struggling to find some lobbies, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. Great little community where you can play plenty of Total War, including Dawnless Days if you'd like to. Uruk-hai infantry here. Looks like they're just going to try and knock the gate down with like their own bare fists or something. I don't know. They have opened up a breach over here, so this is very useful. I don't know if this was... looks like it was with the sapper. We did miss that, in fact. But yeah, sapper did blow up this hole in the wall. Actually killed a whole bunch of troops up here. This looks like a lot of... I don't know actually what that was. Maybe miners... Maybe it was miners? I'm not sure. We've got Dwarven miners in there now, clashing with the Uruks of Isengard. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was on the wall, but it looked like something kind of expensive. Maybe Dwarven warriors, I think, by the looks of it. Yeah, I think these are Dwarven warriors that have just been killed off. So, not actually that too expensive, but still a big loss. You're losing a unit like that to just like a small, tiny infantry that just blows things up for fun. Iron Hill warriors now landing on the walls, though. Somehow they're this side of the wall. But yeah, they're now clashing with Ringlow Vale. Iron Hill warriors should win this fight. The armor difference is considerable, as you can see here. A really solid sword unit. It should do a lot of damage. Got Gondor sword infantry over here against Iron Hill warriors. This should be a little bit closer. You can see both sides well armored. Honestly, the men should win. They have the higher reach. You know, they can just reach further than those short-ass dwarves. But yeah, no, I mean, what are the numbers difference at the moment? I mean, it's going to be fairly close here. Defenders actually have more men, and I think that's mainly because... Oh, no, sorry. The attacks have more men. That makes sense. Not by much, I think, because the dwarves are here, the Iron Hills. Their units are equally quite small. Look at the banner, the Iron Hill Dwarven banner. It looks awesome. The officers as well, like, leading the units. They just like look like Iron Guards, but they look great. Iron Hill warriors are still doing just fine here. They are not yet losing, even though they're getting hit hard by Gondor archers here. Putting some volleys into these guys. You can't even see the dwarves. You can see like where the blood is like coming off the dwarves, but you can't actually see the dwarves themselves. It's hilarious. It looks like the cow's going to go for another sally out maybe. And there's another dwarven unit coming up here with the ram. Not a bad idea. Just like the dwarves didn't learn their lesson. What are they doing? I mean, yeah, we've got the Iron Hill Guard Fortress back there. Don't know why they're not coming forward. This is also one of the new maps, if you haven't realised. This is Emin Arnon, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's like the Athelian map. We did show it off quite a while ago, but it's certainly great to be back. And I do quite like this map. There's only 2 ways in, or like 2 walls. Miners here starting to waver. So this Dwarven warriors take over. But yeah, it's an interesting one. That's short. I'm surprised no one's put archers up here on this ridge. Just fire down onto like the choke points down here. I mean, I guess the dwarves probably don't have much in the way of range. They actually don't look like they brought much range at all. Just some javelins. They've got all infantry. It's a strong tactic. We'll see if it pulls off. Yeah, Gondor, I mean, could put archers up here and could just focus down. Just really good damage here. We've got crossbows as well, firing through the choke point here, doing a lot of damage to Dwarven warriors here. Can they just form shield wall and hold them back? I don't know. This is a pretty brutal choke point to be in, but they have to hold here because otherwise they're just going to rush through infantry. Will Isengard, so really nicely played there by Isengard, that is for sure. The miners, they got thrown into the choke point a little while ago. We saw that. They're losing now. It's not so good. Axe is being thrown in. They're definitely hitting more of the dwarves than they are of the Isengard troops here. They're killing their own men. Stop it. Stop it, Erebor. You're killing so many miners. Look, that guy just got hit in the head by an axe. Rip in peace to him. Got some Erebor spear guards look like they're going to be taking over this choke point as well. Again, holding fire with the axes. I mean, they're wild. You just hit a load of you could hit Erebor spear guards instead. Yeah, I mean they are. This guy's got an axe in the back of his head. But it seems like Erebor's holding for now. His Dwarven warriors killing a lot of Uruk-hai infantry on the walls here, so they're doing a good job. And it seems like on the far side as well, at the moment, Gondor is holding. I wouldn't say winning, holding. Certainly losing in a few areas where Ringlow Vale are. Iron Hill Warriors losing over here. I think that's come massively in help with having these Gondor archers up here, firing into the back of this combat. You can probably hold fire now there. Probably start thinking about shooting onto the next one over here, where these Ringlow Vale are losing to Iron Hill Warriors. But let me know, who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for Team Iron Hills? Are you rooting for Team Erebor? Which is your preferred Dwarven Kingdom? I personally quite like the Iron Hills. I think their armor's pretty sick. But Erebor as well looks pretty damn awesome. So, and Erebor's got some Iron Hill units. I don't know if they've actually brought any today. Yeah, they did. They brought Iron Guards. So they have got some available units from the Iron Hills. An Iron Hill Civil War almost. Still guards over here, another strong spear unit coming forward. We've got Khan and Hunters here, which are a axe throwing unit as well. And they're a relatively decent one. They're a trained unit. They're not like the levy ones that I think the Erebor has over there. So these guys might be a little bit nastier, but we'll see. They got Iron Hill Warriors going in first by the looks of it, followed up by Gondor Sword Infantry. Well, defended by Gondor Sword Infantry's breach point. Look at these banners, by the way. Look at them. They look cool. They look great. Gondor defending his own home, I guess, technically, because this is, well, not technically at all. This is Ithilien, this is Gondor land. So why the heck the dwarves are here, I don't know. But they must have finished off the enemies in the north and thought they'd come around here and then have a fight between each other. Who knows? A strange war, this is for sure. We're seeing some good plays here by the defender. He's actually just getting more ammo back on from the supply barrel. Not a bad idea. Do it while you can. Pikes coming forward here. Iron Hill Pikes. Are they going onto the wall? Please don't be going onto the wall. I don't know where they're going, but they're just running down the wall, I think, just trying to get away. There are Fountain Guard as well littered about for Gondor, so they have got their own pikes that they're going to be able to challenge those Iron Hill Pikemen with and probably win. The unit they should be putting into that breach point is probably the Iron Guard. I mean, they actually are taking casualties anyway. But this unit's got incredible missile block. So that's the unit I'd be putting into this breach point, because all they're doing here is just gunning down dwarves. There are a lot of dead dwarves down here, and not a single dead Uruk. Like, you put anything but the units like exceptionally good at blocking arrows. Got axe throwers now in the fight down here. And yeah, here we go. I mean, Erebor, although they should hold it for a while. I mean, these Uruk-hai infantry aren't even losing yet. I'm also very scared for Erebor that these grenadiers just sat here. And they've got lots of sword infantry remaining as well. I don't think Isengard went for much in the way of archers as well. Like, you can see here, they're nearly out of archer ammo, or crossbow ammo. We're going to see Erebor actually sally out with his axe warriors. They're getting gunned down for this. Rip in peace these dwarves. It's worth a go, but it was just all in vain. These crossbows here have done their damage. They've killed an entire dwarven unit. They probably got some good kills, those crossbows, to be honest. And they got a little bit of ammo left. I mean, the grenadiers are, I guess, are another ranged unit, but you need to use them correctly. Gondor archers over here being sent over. I would start shooting down these White-Hand grenadiers. They could do a lot of damage to this dwarven army. That's already starting to thin pretty quickly here. Erebor halberdiers, though, being kept in reserve. And we've got Day 9 foot as well. Mansion reclaimers. Some solid units being kept in reserve, but there's not much. And they might need to think about retreating soon. But it's kind of hard. Emmen Arden's one of those that once you're in, there's a lot of ways into the final choke point. There's not really another defensible position. So it's certainly a wall heavy battle you're going to be fighting for here. Gondor's sword starting to get overwhelmed by the Iron Hill warriors here. Finally, a victor might be seen on these walls. And it looks, oh gosh, wow. Fountain Guard going in to this choke point here, and they're going to try and hold back the dwarves. I mean, they're trying to throw in their own pikes. Not really being too successful just yet. Can't really get a good angle. What have they got in reserve? They've got Dragon Slayers, which is a very cool, a very, very cool unit back here. It's got the old Ered Mithrin veteran helmet, which is very cool. They've held on to that. But the Dragon Slayers elite pike unit. They kind of got the old Tomb Warden look as well. It's quite cool that they still have the old stuff. What else do we have here? We have Warriors of Ered Mithrin, and they still have the current Ered Mithrin look. Well, like the old one, sorry. I do quite like it though. It's a very unique looking helm, that is for sure. But yeah, they're being kept in reserve. We've got some Karnan Hunters back here, Ered Mithrin veterans, which have the new look. They look awesome, they really do. And then we've got Day 9 foot Sons of the Hill. So Danes on both sides here, and Sons of the Hill, so they have this unit available. Just not without the general as well, which is awesome. They look really, really cool. They really do. And they've got obviously some crossbows of their own, so and some good ones. Those Iron Fortress Guardians are really good. They're good at melee as well, in fact. Yep, Gondor very much in the fight down here now for this gate. The pikes poking away, trying to do some damage. I'm sure they're getting out-piked though by those Fountain Guard. I mean, they're so bloodied up with those Iron Fortress, Iron Hill pikemen. They're not Fortress pikemen. That'd be a cool name though. I'm a bit more worried about this side over here. Oh, Grenadiers are right by the wall. I'm guessing they did get shot at. Oh yeah, and they are still getting shot at. Like, he doesn't realize it, but the tower is going to keep shooting his Grenadiers. This tower is still under control of Gondor, so it'll still just, yep, there you go, picked off another one. Well, listen, look like it did. They might get up, they might not, I'm not sure really. Erebor held onto the gate for now, and back they go to just crossbowing Erebor while they have the ammo. It's doing a decent amount of damage. He's against the shield wall, held some missile block. Urxia though have pushed back the dwarves quite a bit. They're like actually like past the wall now. They're inside the settlement. Could really do with some missile support here, could the dwarves. It's one of the key things you need in Total War, especially in Attila, especially as a defender. Missile support is massive. Yeah, they're nearly out of ammo. Oh, there you go, that one's finally out of ammo. And I think, yep, both of them out of ammo now, so they're either going to have to charge in, which I think is exactly what they're going to do. So these Erebor Axe Warriors might actually be able to get some kills now against the crossbows here. And they'll be thankful of that they're no longer having to shoot, well, get shot at. Get some easy kills against some crossbows here. At least I hope so. Well, these goddamn gates are probably the pain of my life right now, though. Trying to deal with them. I like the officer helmet as well. It looks really cool. Just reminds me of a Roman centurion. Getting more troops being set up. Oh, Gondor archers with a little bit of ammo left. Are they going to use that little bit of ammo? They need to. Oh no, they're coming over here, I think, for the supply barrel. Yeah, they're resupplying. They need to get out of combat if they're going to do that. That's a good use of the supply barrel, though. These dwarven warriors up here doing incredible. I thought they were dwarven miners for a moment. Dwarven warriors doing incredible up here, just taking out another Uruk-hai unit. Where did the grenadiers go? Oh, they have fully run back now because they are taking a few casualties. They finally realized what the issue was. Good to see that Gondor's over here as well with his Gondor archers. He's just going to give those Erebor troops a little bit of hope, a little bit of versatility as well. Being able to shoot those grenadiers will be very useful. To be honest, he's doing a really good job, is Gondor, at the moment with his resupplying. So he doesn't need to worry so much about his side and losing one arch unit when he can just resupply what he already has. Warriors of Ered Mithrin here, though, taking a lot of hits. And these Fountain Guard here are doing a great job. I don't think they've lost a man. Oh, they've lost 8. That is it. And quite quickly, it looks like they're running out of troops. And I'm surprised the Iron Hills hasn't done the same thing as Isengard did. Brought up his 2 crossbows and just fired at anything that was in his gate and just killed it. Because that's what they're going to have to do. I mean, his infantry in some areas is winning on the wall, which is great to see. But he's not winning enough. Oh, and here we go. These Axe Warriors are doing a great job now. They're getting kills. They're happy. They're avenging their kin. Their kin that was unfairly just gunned down. There's a whole crowd of Uruks here trying to get in. They actually are getting pushed back away from the back towards the gate. Not so much on this side, though. They're very close to spilling over. They're very nearly in. And the problem for Isengard now is that they have run out of range. They have no range units left. So, I mean, these elite troops for the dwarves, which to be fair, they don't have that many, actually, can come forward and don't have to get worried about being focused down. I mean, they may be by the Grenadiers, potentially, but the Grenadiers have got a really small amount of range. Like, they'd have to get incredibly close. I think he's going to try that now. I think he's going to try and bring the Grenadiers forward. Maybe Grenadier his way through this crowd of dwarves back here. There are a lot of them. There are 2, 3 units stacked up here. We've got a spear unit, an axe unit, and now, yeah, here we go. And some skirmishers. And yeah, there we go. The first volley goes in. That was a pretty brutal one. Is there going to be a second? Now the axe is going to retreat, which is smart. Going to bring down the size of that.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Size of the target. These axe throwers here are about to break. So that'll leave like a tiny little spear unit here to hold back this horde. So good job there by the Grenadiers. They did their job. And it looks like just like that, the axe is going to go back in though. Will the Grenadiers turn around? Hold the line! Don't let these Uruks through, these dirty Uruks. Oh boy, there you go. More explosions going off. Oh gosh, that's a lot of dead dwarves there. A lot of on-fire dwarves. And not for a good reason. Back over on this side, seems as though I thought for a moment the general, for some reason, for the dwarves was there. Then I remembered it wasn't a sword unit. The general here is cleaning up, killing off any unit that comes off the wall, which is really big. This is a massive advantage I kind of forgotten about. It's like Gondor has 1 cav unit, the only cav here today. So we've got this problem that even though the Iron Hills might win the walls, they can't then come off them safely. And I don't think they have any spears. No, they have no spears to sort of counter this. So they're kind of stuck on the walls. They're going to have to break through the gate and hope that, with their pikes maybe, and hope that the pikes stay intact enough to defend them from the cav. Gosh, there's actually a massive problem here. This is why spears are kind of useful. And I'm seeing a bit more of a need for them myself when I play. Especially if you know you're going to be playing up against a faction that has cavalry. Even if it's just a general. Like, it's dangerous just to not have some spears, because otherwise that cavalry unit could get 200-300 kills, and that could be the difference between you winning and you losing. At the same time, if it is just a general he's using, you can potentially kill him, obviously, Best thing to do now for Iron Hills is what they need to do is get their crossbows, which, as I'm saying, they're getting focused down. Get their crossbows, they need to get them up on these walls, and they need to start shooting down on that general. Scare him away from the walls, scare all cav away from the walls. Crossbows, great unit for that, because they are a heavy, like, well, heavy armor piercing sort of unit. I'm surprised these guys are getting focused down so easily. Like, look at the armor on them. They are heavily armored. They're like got Iron Hill sort of level armor. You can focus down pretty easily here. Very strange, that is for sure. Does seem as though back on this side here, though, Uruk's not really making any progress at the moment. They're really queuing up over here. This is some serious blobbing that I just wouldn't advise doing. It's just tiring out units. So there's an Uruk-hai sword infantry unit in there too, in fact. Just said let the crossbows go in, let them die. Then send in your swords. And I don't think Isengard's brought any pikes. Something that's very strange. Like, Isengard, like, pikes aren't great, no, but there's pikes. You're going up against dwarves and Gondor. There's a likelihood that they'll bring halberds or pikes. And they didn't bring a single one. And, like, Isengard's more iconic for pikes than anyone else, probably. Very strange. But, yeah, so, I mean, they're just going to have to keep throwing swords at these choke points. Eventually, those halberds will get committed to probably one of the gates or this choke point here. And they'll just blitz through a lot of these swords. They'll kill them pretty easily, I'd imagine. Ered Mithrin, I want to keep calling them Ered Mithrin veterans. They're just warriors of Ered Mithrin. They're just the basic guys. They've been gunned down. They're losing. They're dead. Gondor's still on the wall here fighting. I think Gondor's sending troops over here. I mean, he's got a few infantry and stuff that could go on the wall. Citadel guards. I think that's maybe actually, and I guess archers if they run out of ammo, truly. Everywhere else, though, he's going to just have to defend the gate, which in fairness he can do. He could just defend the gate and just let his general mop up anything that comes off the wall, like he's about to do now, like this warrior of Ered Mithrin is rallied, unfortunately off the wall. Oh, maybe he's not going to go for it. Here we go. In he goes. Runs down that little unit there. And that is going to be a few easy kills there for that general, who I think has lost one man. Yep, there you go. They broke that unit. And now I don't know what the plan is. I think we're going to see some Iron Hill Khanan hunters. They're going to go round and they're going to go and support Isengard, because Isengard I think is missing out on the fact that it has range. I don't know really where they plan to use them. Also, Khanan hunters not greatly accurate. Like both sides here haven't really got great like bow units, so they don't have anything to arc over, and like axe throws certainly aren't very accurate. These Iron Fortress Guardians, they're the greatest hope, and they are pretty solid. Like I've said, just get them on a wall and start firing down into like onto fights below. You should do okay. And if they need to, they can go into a fight, and they'll do okay in the fight as well. I think what they mostly has left, Gondor, is archers, which all seem to have a good amount of ammo. Nice and Silver Swan have already got over here, because a little Isengard unit either rallied or flanked them. I'm not quite sure which, but it just got rear charged and broken. So well done there by Gondor, being a good teammate. Still only lost one man, that Silver Swan. It's incredible. And here we go. Looks like all the crossbows are dead. It is now Uruk-hai infantry fighting in the choke point, and they're making still very little progress. I can see why they were trying to focus down these Erebor axe warriors so much. They've probably killed hundreds of Uruks. The same over here as well. I keep thinking Isengard's going to make progress, and I come back and they look further back than they were before. A Cav trying to do a side charge. Oh, it actually kind of is wavering and breaking some of these weaker Uruk units. You just need to be careful doing these sorts of things, because your cavalry can get trapped. There you go, one breaks. Will the other one break? Maybe, maybe not. Just keep the cow healthy and alive, I think, for later stages. It could be needed. Oh, like this opportunity here, where Isengard has seen a gap in the line. I guess it sort of was a gap. And it's going to try and flank around. This is just going to be the end of this unit because it's just allowing itself to get charged now by cavalry. It's probably better off fighting the dwarves. There you go. That's a unit in real trouble now. Look at that. 105, they're going to keep dropping quickly. This cav here should just rout this unit on its own, really. It's an incredibly elite cav unit. The dwarves going to send in their unit as well. 89, dropping. The dwarves holding in this choke point with 28 spear guards. Incredible. They might need to send up a fresh unit or something. Mantra claimers or what, I don't know. The cavalry is starting to lose a few men, but not many. And there you go, they broke that unit easily. Well done there by Gondor. And they've broken more crossbows as well. And in fact, Isengard's retreating. Isengard is already rethinking his strategy. Wow, I'm surprised. More infantry being broken over here. Iron Hill warriors that came off the wall, I think, have been broken. Gondor still sort of holds at the moment. But only at the moment. I feel like Isengard obviously is the biggest threat to breaking through this defense. It's still very much possible. It's 1,600 defenders against 2,100 attackers. Gondor, like I said, thin on the ground and anything but pikes and archers, really. Like his swords, very low. I don't know what they're getting shot at by either. That's what I'm trying to work out. Oh, I think they're getting shot at because the tower's still shooting at these Iron Hill warriors. So dumb. But yeah, I mean, I guess the Iron Hills could make another assault for the walls. They've got a lot of shock infantry. They could do it. They may get focused down. Otherwise, it's just making a run for the gate with the Dragon Slayers and maybe one of the shock infantry and try and break through. Dragon Slayers against Fountain Guard. I think Fountain Guard would win, but I'm not sure. Dragon Slayers have only ever usually I see do quite poorly. The Khan Hunters though have arrived here, as I said they would. They're now gunning down their own dwarven kind. Actually doing a decent amount of damage, and there you go. Erebor's now charging out again. Hopefully he has something ready to back it up. He's got to send in the Manchu claimers. He's already put them into shield wall. I just run them there first, then get them into shield wall. The spear guard have broken. The Erebor axis will hold for a little longer, but again, they're going to need another unit here. The dwarves mercilessly getting cut down. Oh, he's actually not. Looks like he's not going to. Looks like they're not going to hold the gate now. Looks like they're quite happy to give it up. Dwarven warriors on the wall here, still fighting on, by the way. But yeah, it looks like when that Erebor unit's gone, they're just going to hold here as the dwarves. Okay, I mean, not a bad idea. If you're going to do it, though, yeah, you're going to need Gondor archers on this slope here to fire down into the sides of those units. Really nicely done there, and we're going to have a nice Silver Swan. Oh, whoa, these guys going wide. Okay. These guys going wide, and they're look at this. Isengard's rushing for the gate now. He's like, quick, guys, get in. I mean, there's Grenadiers here. He needs to be careful. Grenadiers and Axe Throwers. Axe Throwers, not so worried about, but those Grenadiers, they could kill that general unit off. They still have half ammo. It's still a decent amount of ammo. Needs to be careful. But it looks like he's going to get away with it. I think he's going to get away with a charge on this infantry here. Knights of Silver Swan. Is he going in? Here he goes. Really nice charge there by Gondor. Uruk-hai infantry, yeah, losing like 40, 50 men. Yeah, there you go. The Axes are trying to retaliate. And it looks like they got a few kills. That'll be it now. Isengard is very much aware of what's happening, and the Axe Throwers are ready to go. Gondor Archers actually coming up. What is going on? Okay, maybe they are going to defend these choke points again. So they've changed their plan, I think. Change their strategy. They're going to put these archers, by the looks of it, maybe onto the gate? No, maybe not. They're going to defend these choke points again. They just need to get Gondor archers up onto these slopes. Just fire down into here. Do a lot of damage. And then all of a sudden they have Isengard boxed in. This cavalry here is boxed in half this army. So they're going to have to tighten the circle every time that another unit needs to go forward. And they can also just shoot into the backs of units as well. I didn't even think about that. Gondor archers can just shoot into the backs of these Uruks. So they're getting good rear shots. Really nice. Really nice little plan they got going on here. The Iron Hill's coming forward again. And they're just going to go all out with a shock. They decided not to go through the gate. Looks like maybe they're going to go with a rush for the walls. Because certainly can't go through the gate with the pikes still waiting there. Patiently. Honestly, I don't know why the Steelers guys haven't just taken out that sword unit as well. They probably have the strength that they could do it. Another charge there, actually. We just missed it from Gondor's general. He needs to be careful going for these. He does need to be careful. The Grenadiers here did light off some more ammunition. I'm not sure onto what. And if it hit, to be honest. It might have missed. They do need to be careful for that general. Keeping it 50 odd men alive, that's still scary. Once it gets down to 20, 30, it's a little bit less worrying for the attackers. It's already on its way out. Mansion Claim is hit. Again, they need to be careful. This gate needs defending. They're going to change the units going in there. Not a bad idea. Iron Guard's coming out. Mansion Claim is going in. Wyand Storm is holding the line. And Gondor Archers getting stuck into combat. I don't think that was the idea. They got plenty of ammo left. Get out of there, boys. You madmen. Grenadiers going in as well. Again, trying to throw some grenades. It's just the old grenade going off. It's not even like a consistent volley. And they're not really hitting the Manchu Claimers at the moment. One Manchu Claimer has died. If they fire on the Grenadiers, that's not a bad idea, but otherwise, don't bother shooting these Wyand Stormers. They've got an incredible missile block. Here we go! Grenadiers found a little sneaky way through. They're going to need a unit in here. What have they got? They've got the halberds coming over. I mean, these are... Oh, the Manchu Claimer is just going to pull out of combat and chase these guys? Okay. I mean, they're going to lose a lot of men. Oh, jeez! We didn't really catch that, but oh my gosh. That Manchu Claimer unit got annihilated. It's lost 40 men. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot for a Manchu Claimer unit. Yeah, that unit's like toast. The Wyand Grenadiers getting off one defiant volley. And also pulling out of combat would have done a lot of damage to this unit as well. Really nicely done. So Dane here is having to hold the line with these Manchu Claimers, which otherwise I feel like could have held for quite a while, but now in their weakened state, I'm not sure. Halberds coming up, good to see. They're going to need these guys in the fight. Again, Isengard's trying to like pull around. I mean, he's going to lose men himself. There is a kind of a gap, but he kind of pulled through with his Stormer. They need the general back over here. Like the general needs to be back, but he's at the wrong side now, unfortunately. Could Gondor send a pike over maybe temporarily while the situation needs sorting out? Maybe. The polearms down the action. They're going to just keep poking away. Yeah, these Grenadiers going to try and do some trouble. I feel like Gondor could send over one of his weakened units. I mean, like they're doing well in these choke points. Yeah, especially with like the Iron Hills just throwing shock infantry at pikes. Aaron Mithrin veterans here. Don't know what they're trying to achieve. Get these goddamn crossbows onto a wall. These guys need to just jump up onto the wall here, and they're in business. We have got Dane now inside on the walls. He's getting focused down, but if he gets off the walls quickly, he could cause all sorts of problems for these archers here. Yeah, Dane is getting focused down. They're going to just try and take him out, which is obviously the obvious target here. Oh, if they can take this gate, then they're in real trouble. Manchu Claim is trying to deal with the Grenadiers, getting some revenge. This unit is being pulled about, and it's lost a lot of men. 38 men remaining. Stormers as well chasing them down. I don't know. They might win that. The Grenadiers are losing decisively. Dane's also going to just try and retreat, maybe help try and take out this Stormer quickly. And there you go, they routed that unit pretty easily. Can they take out the Grenadier next? I don't know. I think they should be able to, but they need to do it just before this gate's captured. But it looks like they should take it back now. Also, the halberds are routing that unit over there. The general is, I guess he's a little bit more safe now. He's down to 38. He has gone for another charge recently. Somewhere, I don't know which unit, but I mean, they're all pretty battered. They're also all just getting hit by archer towers at this point now. And the halberds are going to go into this choke point here.
Our allies are running.
They need to be careful. Khan and Hunters are still here. And it looks like, though, yeah, Erebor's, not Erebor, sorry, Iron Hills are off the wall in a few places now. Day 9 for just chilling here at the bottom of the wall. He's going to just get focused down, though, every inch he takes. Like the archer fire coming in is just hitting him. Poor Dane. He's having a rough day. Really is. Yeah, just chasing down these Gondor archers. Could they just get like a unit and just try and sneak it to the cap point at this point? There's not much left for the defenders, but I mean the attackers also thin on the ground. Like here, attackers just retreat. Don't carry on fighting pikes. It's just not working. Same story over here, really. Like they're fighting pikes. They won't just get back on the walls at this point. These dwarves are just gonna die defiantly. They're like, no retreat. It's death or victory. It looks like it's gonna be death for these Ered Mithrin veterans. Well, Warriors of Ered Mithrin, sorry. The old Ered Mithrin veteran look, though. There we go. Finally, the Dragon Slayers are getting committed. Finally. There you go. Dane's broken. Dane's been broken by fellow Dane. Oh, that's sad to see. And it looks like, though, Erebor, by the skin of his teeth, has managed to retake both his, his choke points here. Gondor has now got his general in a right problem here. This could change the battle. I don't know. And there you go, yeah, general's gone. I feel like it's just bit off more than he can chew. Isengard, though, has not really got much in the way of healthy infantry left, so it may have been just enough. Erebor might be able to hold back what Isengard has now, but it's hard to say. It could still go wrong. I mean, Isengard just needs to put a unit on the wall here, and then he's got a way off the walls instantly. Just comes straight down here. He can just avoid fighting in these other choke points. He's just going to go back into this one breach point here. It's a bit narrow-mindedness. You've got to keep your eyes open. See what other ways you can get through. Sometimes it's the most unlikely of ways that help you to victory. Sons of the Hill here dying. Disheartened that Dane has died. Their Dane. Not the twin Dane that's fighting for Erebor. The fake Dane. The wannabe Dane. Yeah, they are slowly dying here now. Rip in peace to the Sons of the Hill. And yeah, there you go. It looks like a Pyrrhic victory, I think. I'm not sure. I think maybe the two teams like left or something like that, or like all fell forward. I'm not really sure, but it was gonna be a victory for the defenders anyway. So we'll just end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. I think yeah, they must have just left. Like Omens and Donovan, I think must have just left, unfortunately. But yes, this was set in by Zwayze. He was playing as Gondor. 143 kills for his Gondor archers here, the best of the bunch. His pikes getting 123 and still very healthy. Swords 119, the best there, and his general getting 322 kills before he died. Then you have YT Joshi playing as Erebor, 131 kills with his Dane Ironfoot, and we got 125 kills with Dwarven Warriors. Manchu Claim is getting outscored, getting 99 kills. Yeah, these guys kind of just pulled around, lost a lot of men, and Grenadiers did their work as well. Erebor Axe Warriors getting 202 kills. The Spears here getting 53. Halberds 27, but still very healthy. Bad Omens playing as Isengard. Rough game for Omens today. 203 kills over his Uruk-hai infantry. 120 with another one down here. So his Crossbows did well though. 206, 198 kills. And his Grenadiers getting 127 kills. Then we have Donovan playing as the Iron Hills. 222 kills with his Iron Hill Warriors. Very good there. And 208 with another. These guys are nasty if used well. And then we've got the Shock Infantry, Sons of the Hill getting 99 kills. But yeah, not much else getting like much in the way of score, like in the way of kills, in the way of score. Interesting. But there you go. That is today's battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. Feel free to join the Discord as well if you want to get involved in some Dawnless Days action, or just want to send in your own replays. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.